News at 9 o'clock.
Jersey Central with Burt Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. From politics to entertainment, from social issues to lifestyles, from newsmakers to pop culture. If it's Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Burt Barron, 732-545-9282. Or toll free at 888-545-9282.
8:36, we're back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. We've got our Need to Know Things coming up a little bit later on in this 8:30 half hour of the show. But joining me now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline, the manager of the first half champions of the Liberty Division in the Atlantic League. Of course, we're talking about the Somerset Patriots and their all-star break right now. But let's take a look back at the first half of the season and a look ahead with my special guest who joins me. Manager Brett Jodie joins us this morning. Brett, good morning. Welcome to WCTC. How are you?
Good to be with you, Bert. Doing well. How about you?
Great. Good to talk to you as well. And congratulations wrapping up the first half of the division championship this past holiday weekend. Congratulations to you. How does it feel to know your place in the playoffs is all set?
I'll tell you what, it feels a lot better than the alternative. You know, the fact is we battled each and every day to try to make this happen and try to secure a playoff berth, because that's what the long grind's about. The 140-game schedule is made to secure a spot in the playoffs and try to win that championship. We've done that through the halfway point of the season, so it allows us to do some things in the second half that we wouldn't normally be able to do, and we're still going to try to win the games, don't get me wrong, but we don't have to go at them at all costs, and we can try to make sure we mold the team correctly and put guys in certain situations and see how they handle pressure situations and see if we didn't make any changes as we approach playoff time. But very, very pleased with how the team played in the first half and happy to have a playoff spot secured up.
I mean, I could see how you would feel so much better about having the first half wrapped up because, you get to that second half of the season and, it's August. You're starting to watch the other teams. You want to see what the other teams in the division are doing, but you don't have to worry about any of that because you're in the playoffs no matter what happens. So it's probably your approach is a little bit different, I would think.
Well, it is, and the other thing to look at is you don't ever know, when these players are going to get picked up potentially, or injuries could happen, or whatever. We had a great team this first half, and a lot of players playing well, and we have to maximize on those opportunities to make the playoffs during this time, but win those games while we have our team set up and at full strength, basically. Because in the second half, there's no telling. We could have 2 or 3 pitchers picked up in a week to affiliated ball or a couple hitters or whatever, and then you're scrambling around and try to replace those players and win games at the same time. So very important to win those games when you're at pretty much full strength and take advantage of the good play and the team that you have right now. So yeah, it's definitely a lot easier. I love it. Love to have that spot secured up rather than wait and fight for the second half. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a different animal when you're fighting for it in the second half. When I look back at the first half of the season, Brett, a couple things jump to mind. Key pitching performances in spots when you really needed to get them from pitchers, they came through. And last at-bat wins. Wow, you guys had a lot of walk-off wins and victories in your last at-bat. Does that give the team a little confidence maybe heading into the second half and into the playoffs this year?
I think it does. There's no game that's out of reach right now. It seemed like we always expected to win no matter what the score was, and as long as we had an out left, we had an opportunity to win a game. And there were so many walk-off wins, wins on our last AB, so many shutouts that our pitchers threw. I was talking with our GM last night, and I think we might only gave away one game in that first half where we should have won. I think we were up 8-1 or 8-0 against Camden and gave it away. That happens in the game sometimes, but there was so many that we came back and won, and so many walk-off hits. And I think we had enough walk-offs in the first half to cover about 2 or 3 years worth, but it makes for exciting baseball, and it does give you some confidence, going on through the rest of the season that we have the expectation to win, and we expect to take the field each and every day and give it our best shot and come out victoriously. And it's not always going to work out that way, but we do have that confidence that we should come out on top.
So it's the All-Star break now, and you've got a handful of players that you're sending to the game in Bridgeport on Thursday night. Your All-Stars that you're sending there, well-deserved? You think they had All-Star type first halves of the season?
They did. They definitely did. I think we had other players that were, deserving also, but there's only a certain amount of spots, and we had 5 guys make it, and very proud of those guys. We had Scott Cousins, one of our outfitters, make it. Very good player for us. He's kind of a 5-tool player that can play all 3 outfield positions, and he's come up with some big hits for us in the first half and plays a great outfield. Aaron Eggleston's been just so solid and consistent for us in the 2-hole, hitting over 300, plays a great outfield for us, and just does so many good things at the plate, whether it's driving runs or move a runner over. But this is a very tough out for the opposing team. James Skelton, one of our catchers, I love both him and Adam Donahue as a righty-lefty matchup against other teams. But Skelton's done a great job of throwing out runners, working with our pitching staff, and had some huge hits for us this first half also. And then pitchers, Sean Bierman, I'll tell you what, I think he might be leading the league in ERA right now. Just goes out there and gives you a chance to win each and every day. Really been very dominant ever since probably I'd say his second or third start. We saw him in spring training, just realized there was going to be something special about him, and he's really carried that through the first half. And then Lucas Irvine, really a power pitcher, a hard thrower, strikeout type of guy that can overpower hitters at times with his fastball, and he has a good curveball, slider, and changeup to go along with that. So he's also represented us in the All-Star game, and we look forward to hearing the results of that game coming up soon.
Yep, it'll be cool. Brett Jodie is our guest this morning, manager of the Somerset Patriots, of course, the winners of the first half of the Liberty Division, and they're going to be in the playoffs no matter what happens in the second half of the season, so we're real excited about that. And, of course, you can follow the Patriots all season long right here on WCTC and WCTCAM.com. What does Brett Jodie do during the All-Star break? You get back home, you take a little downtime for yourself. How are you spending these next couple days?
I'll tell you what, we got up about 7 a.m. and we're heading to Hershey Park with the family. Got my wife and kids in the car right now. We're driving to Hershey Park. I'm going to spend a couple of days there and have some fun playing around, riding some rides and playing in the water and things like that. The weather looks like it's going to be all right, and just excited to hang out with them and relax a little bit.
So let me guess, when the Patriots go to either York or Lancaster, you don't detour to Hershey Park because you're out there on business. You're out there to win a baseball game. You wait till the All-Star break to go to Hershey Park.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, there's just not enough off days. And when we do have one during the season, it's just a day here and there, and you're not going to travel hours down the road or whatever to go to an amusement park. So yeah, when we have a break like this, you got to take advantage of it and kind of wind down, recharge the batteries, and get ready for that second half contest.
Well, very good. Well, congratulations on winning the first half, Brett. It's a huge achievement for you and the rest of the Patriots. It's great to know that we're going to have playoff baseball back in Bridgewater again coming up this fall. Good luck in the second half. It kicks off on Friday, and we'll be with you every step of the way, Brett. And I appreciate the time this morning, and enjoy Hershey Park. You deserve it.
We're going to do it, Bert. I appreciate it. We got playoff baseball again in 2015.
Gotta love that. Thanks, my friend. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, Bert.
All right, take care. Brett Jodie, my guest on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker